With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back, trackside, once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series fires things off for round number 11 here in season number 7. Todd Cray back in action to hit the track here at the grassroots mecca that is North Wilkesboro Speedway, nestled in the hills of North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Great retrack, restored, revitalized, revamped, and ready for a re-emergence onto the NASCAR scene. North Wilkesboro, the proving ground for great names across the history of automoto racing. And we're going to try to make some history here tonight. Todd Cray looking for his 5th win of the season. Will it come here tonight, or will we see Clark Jenigan pick up his third win on the season after rolling out of victory lane at the PR Tacos Palace and Margarita Bar 150 at Daytona last week. We'll figure it all out here very shortly. Qualifying already well and underway. You can see the 99 of Nicholas Wing down there on track trying to turn in a fast time, but for the moment, top of the speed charts. As to no surprise, quick time here in qualifying belongs to the 21 of Todd Cray, teammate Jenikin. Right behind him, Derek Moore with a fast time, just about a tenth off, but Moore, one of the quickest drivers in happy hour as well. Over 20 drivers already laying down that fast time for tonight. Wilkes County is shootout right here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. How you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV land, race fans, glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, David the Game bringing you all the calls from trackside with the music fading in the background. In time, ticking off the stopwatch for these drivers trying to take that pole position, and it doesn't look like anybody's gonna do it. That's gonna be all 24 drivers with a qualifying time. We'll drop the timing and scoring one more time for you. Todd Cray gonna take the David Spears Design Pole Award here tonight with a 1903. He'll bring the field to the green flag. So with that official business done, going to step away from the track for just a brief moment and trackside for the national anthem, get things kicked off here tonight in the Wilkes County Shootout. 169 laps around the track. It is going to be a barn burner tonight, I can assure you that. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And coming to you live back trackside from North Wilkesboro Speedway, drivers begin to make their way to to the starting grid. The Freedom Flyover behind us. We've got 169 laps before we crown a race winner here tonight in race number 11 for the American Sim Motor Racing Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. And as the final few drivers make their way through pre-race inspection, we'll step a little closer to the track points. We'll get into some of that throughout the course of tonight's race. Final 4 weeks in the season before we crown a champion. Can Todd Cray continue the historical run? We're going to find out here tonight. 169 laps around North Wilkesboro Speedway, just a little over 3/10 of a mile. Great proving grounds. This is where it all started. NASCAR was born, bred, and raised right here at Wilkesboro Speedway, and it's always a pleasure to see these guys paying homage, getting back to these old school short tracks that made the sport what it is. You can guarantee we're going to see some fireworks here tonight. So as it looks like only the 39 of Michael Overstreet still left to make his way to the starting grid. A little bit of a hang-up down there in pre-race inspection, having to go through the laser scanner one more time. Looks like race officials not agreeing with something towards the rear of the car. We're hearing not quite the spoiler. Excuse me, we think it is that left rear quarter panel that they're overlooking right now. So the 39 of Overstreet, a little late getting to the starting grid. We'll get things ready to go and kicked off here tonight. In just a handful of moments, as we said, we'll get into some of those point standings. How about Todd Cray? We're going to mention it. Missing in action. Came back for the All-Star event at Dover, but missing 2 weeks, dropping deep in the field in the point standings, all the way back around that 10th position. 43 points out of the championship lead, as Cray dug a hole that he's not going to be able to climb out of if he can get a 5th, 6th, maybe 7th win, but that is asking a lot to win 3 out of the 4 remaining races. We'll see if he can get it done. We'll see if he walks away with the championship hardware, if it's one of those teammates, multiple PR Taco Palace machines out there tonight. And as drivers get the signal, we hear the music, and you know, it's time to run down tonight's starting lineup for the Wilkes County Shootout. Brought to you by the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Rolling off of the starting grid with the David Spears design pole position. Inside the 21, Todd Cray will lead the field to the green flag. Just to his outside teammate in that mentality, number 27, Clark Janikin. Derek Moore and Cody Schultz back in row number 2, and in row number 3 here tonight, the 67 of Charles Northcutt, the 45 of Christian Abate. Dylan Schultz and Nick Burlow back in row number 4, and in row number 5 tonight, the 99 of Nicholas Wing, followed by the 8 of Kyle Munson. Michael Overstreet, Dave Gage back in row number 6, and in row number 7 here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Wilkes County Shootout, the 40 of Tom Torrey and the 15 of Jeremy Shear. The rest of the field looks a little something like that. Rounding out the 24-car field is the 91 of Patrick Coro, and as we make our way to turn 3 and 4, we're going to get set to set sail, so the music will fade on the gas quick, and green flag flies for the first time here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Cray out to a good sizable advantage through 1 and 2. Quick action at the front of the field. Cray steps away by 2. First and second clear of the field, side by side action for third. Cody Schultz and Derek Moore going at it. The Amsoil number 16. Fast forward Mustang digging on the bottom. Moore with a very solid, consistent season so far. Has yet to visit victory lane, but will tonight be the night that he cracks into that winners column. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to wait to find out. Long way to go here tonight. Top three drivers clear as now the 45 of Christian Abbasi goes side by side with the 16 of Derek Moore. Single file back from there. Only battle is for that fourth and fifth position as the 67 of Charles Northcutt starts to put his name into the mix and into the hat. A little bit of a moment there for the 5 of Schultz. That's going to open up the door on the inside for Moore. As we complete lap number 4, we'll drop that Tommy and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. You can see Gray off. Whoa, and Moore going to lock him up, but we've got trouble behind. 88's going to be involved in this one. Parking lot and a big pile up on the front stretch. Oh my, a lot of drivers going to get caught up involved in this one. Handful of guys going to get caught up in this one. Actually, it looks like Charles Northcutt involved. Andrew McConville, Jeremy Shear, Dave Gage, Nicholas Wing, all involved. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. A little look overhead from the turn 3 drone cam. There you can see the 99 of Nicholas Wing, and the 88 just gets snappy loose off corner exit, and that's going to do it for Dave Gage. He's going to get collected. Handful of drivers going to come in after the fact. So 2 separate incidents. You can see right here, Derek Moore down on the bottom of the racetrack, up front, running in the 4th position, looking for 3rd, loose off of the corner. He's going to get the car saved, but the guys behind him not as fortunate. As you can see them all from piling in there. Jeremy Shear, a little bit of slight contact on the front end of his machine as drivers hit pit road under caution for the first time here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Lap number 7 on the board. Handful of drivers already on pit road, and that's going to make for a long night here tonight from North of Wilkesboro Speedway. Andrew McConville, Dave Gage on pit road for an extended stay. They're going to be in damage control for the remainder of the night. Looks like Joe Wormter, Jeremy Shear, Nick Burlow, Derek Moore, all to pit lane. Mike DeWalt's going to come down pit lane as well. And that DeWalt number 17 machine looking to follow up last week's performance with another podium finish. Still a very long way to go here tonight in the Wilkes County shootout with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Drivers should receive the 1 to go this time around. Boss man in the flag stand, indeed gonna wave that one finger at him. Pace car lights are off and we're gonna get set to drop the hammer once again here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Your only race winners on season. How about this? Todd Craig, Clark Jenikin, Christian Abbasi, all right there in your top 3 positions. If something goes wrong at the front, it could be big. Mr. Smith gonna duck off in that pace car in the restart zone. On the gas and green flag flies one more time here from Wilkesboro. Todd Craig just on it on these restarts, man. I don't think you're going to have one heck of a jump if you're going to want to battle with Cray on a restart. Schultz brothers going at it with each other. Cody and Dylan side by side on the racetrack. Dylan on the high side hanging it out with that Nesquik number 6 machine right behind him. North cutting over, Street going at it. 39 of Michael Overstreet, up 4 positions from where he qualified tonight. Moving up through the field nicely, sits in the 7th position. So we're going to jump around just a little bit. Nothing going on at the front. Todd Cray opening up a 1 second advantage already on the restart. Clark Janikin right there dealing with Christian Avanti, not able to shake that 45 just yet. Nice little look here at the 40 of Tom Torrey, one of the few Toyotas in the field. We're going to see if he can't represent well here tonight. Tom Torrey sits in the 10th position, second highest running Toyota driver in the field, and he's looking to get his Supra souped up a little bit and head to the front and join Janikin inside of those podium positions. But we've got side-by-side racing action. Here comes the 16 as the 91 of Patrick Coro going to gain a lot of ground out of 2 and down the backstretch. How about this man right here in that 16, Derek Moore? Trouble involved. No contact with any other drivers, but deep in the field for the restart, and Moore already showing his power, showing his prowess, and making his way back to the front of the 28. Cancer of Brian Turnowski. Gonna lose the position, but get right back down to the bottom of the racetrack, and we're going to see a lot of that. That is absolutely what you got to do. If you got a faster driver coming behind you, you know you're not going to be able to keep him behind. Getting out of the way and back down bottom to close that door. Very, very vital, very important. Now with 28 of Turnowski, he's going to have to try to stay close, but the caution flag going to put it into this battle. Joe Werchter going to have some issues. The 13 with a problem on the track. Waiting to get the thumbs up on that. Looks like we've got it, so let's go check the replay. Down into the corner underneath the 38 machine. Looks like we're gonna get a little loose off of 4, and there it is. It's gonna be a very common theme. Very tough to get off of that corner. We're gonna take a look on board here. We do have an onboard camera shot. See if we can see when this car gets completely gone. And you could hear him when he throttles up. You could hear the tires spin and around the rear goes, and that's going to put us under caution for the second time here tonight as we head back up front with your race leader, Todd Cray, showing the way all 20 laps in his back pocket. Dave Gage going to be the lucky dog recipient. He's going to get himself back onto the lead lap, but with no hood. The 404 is going to have a long night ahead of him. You can see the 99 of Nicholas Wing trying to beat the race leaders off of pit road. Is he able to do so? Looks like no. Not going to make the cutoff line, and he's going to head to the rear of the field. Joe Werchter being called to the rear of the field. 1 lap down. Werchter going to go back to the 20th position for this latest restart. Top 2 remain the same. Todd Cray shows the way for teammate Clark Janikin, who will start in 2nd. Christian Avanti right there in 3rd. Cody Schultz, Dylan Schultz round out your top 5. Good run for the 67 Eagles machine so far here tonight. Fast forward for Northcutt, sitting in 6th. One to go signal last time around. Drivers will get ready to fire the engines once again here from North Wilkesboro Speedway in the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. And you know about the broadcaster's curse, so I'm not going to tell you who I'm rooting for right now, but if you're a fan of the channel and you're a fan of the series, you hear me talk about the guy from time to time, trying to keep him out there on the track, and we'll see how he goes about it here tonight. Back under green flag conditions as Todd Craig gets away once again with another superb restart. He's going to have a 4-car advantage by the time they get to 3. Jenkins securely in the second. Abate and Schultz going to go at it for third and fourth. So as Craig steps away, we're going to jump around to a handful of the battles. Let's go right here to fourth and fifth for the time being. The 45 of Christian Abate has that third position. Cody Schultz right there. Charles Northcutt and Dylan Schultz battling it out for fifth and sixth. Long single file train from there on back until we get to about that 13th position. There you can see Zach Miller in the 38. Just out in front of Kyle Munson, Jeremy Shear, Dave Gage, all knotted up back here in the back of the pack. Heavy racing action in the front, heavy racing action in the back. As we cross the line to begin lap number 27, we'll drop the timing and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen. We'll let you follow along. Find your favorite driver, just like we do here in the production booth. Back out front, race leader Todd Craig get across the line, bring us to lap number 20. Oh, almost said 29. Lap 28. We're going to be on 29 in a minute. Getting a little ahead of myself and getting ahead of the field rather quickly. With a fair amount of ease as the man behind the wheel of that 21, Todd Craig, will bring him back to the line. There are multiple battles, so we're going to jump around just a little bit, try to highlight each and every battle that we can here tonight. As we take a look at Patrick Coro, Zach Miller right behind him, Brian Chanowski in that Cancer 28 machine, sitting in the 11th position, up 9 spots from where he qualified. He is heading to the front. Speaking of heading to the front, how about this guy right here inside of that Cardinals number 7 machine, Ed Hauck. What a run through the field for Hauck. Started pretty much shotgun Sally here tonight, up 14 positions from where he started tonight's race, all the way back in 23rd. Now cracking the top 10 and stepping away from the battles behind him. Hauck looking to reel in Derek Moore, McCoy, Schultz, and Northcutt, and try to work his way into a top 5 position. And caution flag, caution gonna fly here once again. Third caution flag of the night. Caution gonna fly at lap number 32. It looks like we're hearing the word trouble on track. Nicholas Swing gonna be involved in our latest incident. Let's go check the replay. Just a little deep of a run into the corner. Contact, little bump on left rear. Bump around the 99. And around wing goes. Some harmless contact, but still some heavy damage on the front end of that 99 from a previous incident. Wing kind of man minding his own business. And he's going to get collected and go around. That's going to put us under caution for the 3rd time here tonight. So we'll head back up front. What does race leader do? He's going to stay out on track. So as we find ourselves under our 3rd caution of the evening, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. Infield back underway as the green flag flies. Todd Craig going to jump out to a sizable lead. Already a half a second advantage getting into turn 3. Tight little battle right here. Look at this hornet's nest as we complete the first lap after the restart. Down on the bottom of the racetrack, sitting in fourth. Company to his high side. Here comes the 6, and that's Quick Machine of Dylan Schultz. How about the man in that 16, Derek Moore? Has got his way back to the front of the field. The EE Sports number 22 of Josh McCoy with a solid start to tonight's race. McCoy up 7 positions from where he qualified. And there's got to be some serious speed behind the wheel of that 16 machine. Tell you what, let's go on board with the 16. Oh, actually, we're going to go on board with the 67 of Charles Northcutt, looking at the tail end of that Amsoil number 16. A lot of people think that North Wilkesboro Speedway is a fairly flat track. This gives you a little bit of perspective of just how banked the corners truly are. There's a good little bit of banking to lean on in the corners, the back stretch, front stretch, a little bit of banking as well, and we're going to jump back outside of the car. Caution flag flies once again. 4th caution of the night, lap number 42, and it looks like some trouble towards the tail end on the field. Andrew McConville, Zach Miller, caught up and involved in this one. We're getting the head shake from the camera guys over there beside us. Looks like, unfortunately, not going to be able to catch that one on camera, so no replay coming at you from that action. As this man out front, doesn't matter how you put him in your back pocket, a lap lead is a lap lead, and leading every single lap so far here tonight behind the wheel of that PR Tacos Palace Margarita Bar number 21. Todd Craig back to his ways, back out front once again. So we can comfortably say about a quarter of the way through tonight's Wilkes County shootout, live here from north of Wilkesboro Speedway for the American Sim Motor Racing Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Great racing action coming up at you for the next 4 weeks till we crown a champion. We've got tonight's race and 3 more in store for you before someone will walk away with that season hardware. And if Craig can walk away walking the dog here tonight with the most laps led, the pole position, as well as the checkered flag, that 43-point deficit he faces coming into tonight's race after missing 2 weeks, all but go away. Craig looking to knock it out of the park on his return to the track. But we've got hungry drivers surrounding him. How about the run so far here tonight by Cody Schultz? Qualified in 4th, has been inside of your top 5 all night. Going to restart 2nd car inside lane. The red, white, and pink number 5 Ford Mustang of Schultz looks to get to victory lane for the first time here tonight. But could we possibly be drinking some milk in victory lane? Chocolate milk at that. How about the run tonight from that 6 machine, as well as we're in the restart zone? All the gas and green flag flies once again. Best restart of the night for Janikin. He's able to stay with the 21 of Todd Crane, but only for a moment. Crane going to fire off in turn 2 with a 3-car advantage down into turn number 3. The side-by-side action, you can see it back around that 3rd and 4th position. Christian Abati, Cody Schultz going at it. Down at the bottom of the racetrack, here's the 16 of Derek Moore digging at the top side. The Red Mist Podcast 45 a little loose, getting into the corner. Big run by Moore, almost to the tail end. Back to the spell trouble as we cross the line. Lap number 50 goes on the board. And as we complete our 3rd lap after the restart, we're going to drop that timing and scoring just in time for our 5th caution flag of the night. Looks like drivers will come to a crawl back behind the pace car once again. In trouble here with Andrew McConville having a big moment. Let's go check the replay here. You can see the 69 and the 15 getting together. 69 into that inside Armco barrier. Jeremy Shear also picking up some damage on this one. You can see no rear deck lid on that 69. Let's check out what went on here from that circle water. Number 15 machine. A little bit of a door check and around the 15 circle. Your water, your way machine, and I mean some significant contact with the door check there, but fortunately enough for the 15, no further damage going to come from this one. And we're going to jump right back to the front again as Todd Cray has relinquished the lead. He's going to come to pit road. He's going to hand over that top spot for the first time here tonight. New race leader across the stripe, Clark Janikin will put a lap lead in his back pocket. Behind the wheel of that mentality, number 27. And I tell you what, while we're here, while we've got a little bit of time, let's get rid of that timing and scoring for just a moment. Let's go over that championship standings coming into tonight's race. We're going to throw those points up. There you can see Derek Moore showing the way, 247 points. Just three points ahead of Christian Abati, who runs in second. How about Clark Janikin, your race leader, only 18 points back. Kyle Munson, Charles Northcutt, rounding out your top 5. Northcutt with an amazing season so far. The 67 Philadelphia Eagles Mustang has been quick week in, week out. And with the championship running all season long, there is no chase. There is no win in your end. There's no carry these playoff points. It's all straight points all year long. And consistency has been key for a handful of these drivers inside of the top 10. Is still an outside shot with race wins, multiple race wins. Could Zach Miller, maybe Josh McCoy, find themselves fighting for a championship? We're going to find out over the course of these next 4 weeks, but we've got to get this one in the bag first. So let's get rid of the standings as the field heads into 3. Doubled up once again, ready to drop the hammer. Out of 4 and on the loud pedal, green flag flies once again. Clark Janikin going to take off this time. He's going to flex his muscles just a little bit. Look for a big run off the 2. There it is, 3-4 car leap advantage down into 3 with the battle for 3rd and 4th. Dylan stuck at the high side. That's going to open up the door for Northcutt on the bottom, and the next quick number 6 heading backwards. We said the Nesquik machine was heading backwards, but hanging it out, hanging tough on that high side. He's actually going to keep the position for now. as we drop the timing and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen. Northcutt with a big run through the corner of 1 and 2. He's going to hang it to the bottom once again. Catfishing tonight here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. He'll take the position away as Schultz slides back to 5th. There's going to be some crazy action in the rear of the field. Let's go back here. Let's watch some of these drivers work their way back to the front. Todd Craig, Josh McCoy, Brian Tarnowski. 12th all the way back through. It looks to be about 16th position. Fresh tires on the field. But look for them to be pretty quick at making moves and getting themselves back inside of the top 10. Todd Craig already back to 12th. Looking for a 2-for-1, and Dave Gage going to get super loose out of the corner. Not a lot of aero down on the hood. The what hood? Rear bumper cover missing as well. Gage with a rough go here tonight, but damage control well and underway, trying to get all that he can. Gage inside of the top 15, so running strong. The wounded machine, the 404, sits in 12th. We're going to go back to the battle here at the front, though. Let's take a look at Clark Janikin, as Christian Abate has been able to hang with him for the most part. A 1 second advantage as Janik going to get a fire down the backstretch back into turn number 3. Come across the stripe this time around to begin lap number 64. And now those gaps starting to develop at the front. Could we see the long run? And there it is. Caution flag will fly. Looks like trouble for the 404. Gage a little slow, getting back up to speed. Let's go back. Let's check the replay. And there it is. Off of turn number 4. Loose, and around the 404 goes. Gage with issues. In more trouble here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Tough break tonight for that 404. As he catches up to the tail end of the field, we're going to look at your race leader, Will Clark Janikin, head to pit road for his Goodyear tires. Yes, he will. Derek Moore to pit road back on lap number 7. So he's already made one pit stop. Dylan Schultz going to stay out on track. And it looks like Dylan going to be the only driver yet to hit pit road. And you know, this is going to put in a whole nother aspect of strategy. Right, we've got Derek Moore, who was on pit road back at lap number 7. Obviously, drivers don't need the fuel just yet. So how long will Moore stay out? How about the man behind him in that Nesquik number 6, Dylan Schultz? Has not come to pit road all night, almost painting himself into a box as we inch closer to 100 laps left here tonight. Maybe looking for a one-stopper. Handful of drivers gonna come down pit road on lap number 65. Todd Craig gonna stay out, and the 21's gonna restart in that 4th position. How about the run tonight? Matt Lovelly as well, and that Alltel number 61 just quietly doing his thing. Went to pit road back on lap number 43. So about 25 laps on the tires and fuel tank. But we are hearing word that that 61 will have to make at least one more pit stop throughout the course of tonight's race, especially if we see a long green flag run. Expect to see Lovelly try to stay out for I would say somewhere around another 20 to 30 laps at least. We know drivers can make it 51 laps. But how much fuel did Cray have when he came to pit road? That's all a matter of speculation. And we're not going to speculate much more here as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing, third race leader of the night, going to nail the gas. And green flag flies once again. Big jump on the restart for Moore as he fires off well in front of the field, getting into the corner, but they're going to gang up on him on the corner exit. Todd Craig quick to jump into third. Here comes that 21. And it looks like Schultz going to defend the bottom, give the top to Cray, and caution gonna fly. Caution flag flies here once again. Josh McCoy in some trouble. The 22 going to have some issues, and that's going to bring us under caution once again here tonight. So with the caution number 7 on the track, we're going to step away for a brief commercial break, pay a few of the bills. You know how that goes, so don't go anywhere, race fans. Will be right back.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
And thanks for joining us back trackside once again here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Lap number 76 going to go behind us as the field going to get ready to unleash the beast. Once again here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Pace car ducks in. And we are green flag racing once again here with the Wilkes County Shootout. Stack up, way up the track goes Lovely. Todd Cray digging on the bottom, looking for the race lead once again, side by side with the 6 of Dylan Schultz. He's going to have the advantage across the stripe. Clean cut. Clear rich Patriots in the bottom of 1 and 2. Move Todd Crane a second, looking to get the nose to the inside of the 16. Moore going to cap that off, heading down the back stretch and into turn 3. All over the rear bumper of the 16 is Cray. Here comes Todd out of 4. Half a car length advantage for Moore, back into 1. Slideways through the corner, little bump and run, and Todd Cray going to take over the race lead once again. Back to the front of the field, the man that walked away with the David Spears design pole award. Going to charge back through the field and reclaim that top spot. Lap number 8 now underway. Clark Janikin sitting back in the 4th position. There you can see the mentality, number 27. He came to pit road on lap 65, about 14 lap fresher tires than Cray out front. But can Todd build a big enough lead to keep Janikin at bay? We'll wait to see how it all unfolds. How about the one tonight as won by Tom Tour? Out of that 40 so far here tonight, up 7 positions from where he qualified. The Wilkes County Shootout, a story so far of comers and goers. We've got drivers moving up double digits in the field. We've got drivers dropping double digits in the field. We've got drivers on fresh tires, drivers on old tires, drivers on no tires. As we see our 8th caution flag fly here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. More trouble on the track as this 3/8 of a mile, a grassroots mecca, giving these drivers a little bit of a fit. Josh McCoy going to be involved in this latest one. Brian Tranowski, Nicholas Wing going to have a piece of it. As more Dylan Schultz, Matt Lavallee, and Michael Overstrom all to pit road for what is, for some, their second stop of the night. But for that number 6, it's going to be the first stop of the evening. And eyeballing the way this thing has played out for that number 6, he may be on to a little bit of a strategy here. 84 laps before he headed to pit lane. You do the math. If he can stay out for another 84 to 86 laps, that's going to be just enough to cross the line with a one-stop race. I don't know, we were scratching our heads and mulling it over. But it looks like he's going to parlay his way into a one-stop race here. So we've got a pretty mixed bag here. Todd Cray to pit road on lap number 51, lap 65 for Avanti running in second. Janikin back in third. Got to go all the way back to Cody Schultz before we see your next set of tires. Schultz coming to pit road under caution on lap number 72. And a string of drivers to pit road this latest time around on lap number 84. So a stagger step of about 12 to 15 lap difference on the tires all the way throughout this field. So we've got ourselves about 4 different strategies all at play, all underway, all at the same time. And I don't know if it's the old school, the feel of the track that is giving some of the crew chiefs some second thoughts, or if they know some trends that we don't know about. But either way, we're ready to get back underway once again here in beautiful North Carolina. You're watching the Wilkes County Shootout as the pace car going to make that hard left-hand turn on the gas is Cray and green. Flag flies One more time from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Gray going to get out to a good race lead. Battle now for second, third, fourth, fifth. The 40 of Glory to the top of the racetrack. He's going to gain a one position on the restart. A little bit of a bobble there through 3 and 4. That's going to open up the door for Charles Northcutt back at the bottom of the racetrack, but the big run off the 4 pays off, and we've got a quick caution. Caution on the track. Once again, caution on the speedway. Hey, what, we haven't really brought you a lot of this live camera shot. Let's go above the infield with our turn 3 drone cam being manned tonight by our good buddy Al Smith, coming down, handling the drone duties for us here tonight. So a big shout out to Al for all he's done at this beautiful facility. How about that guy just kind of parachuting, hanging out, walking on air, huh? Sometimes the things you see in the virtual world will blow your mind. Just saying. So as we find ourselves under caution for the 9th time here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway, knocking on the door of that 100 lap mark. A little bit of house cleaning in order, a little bit of house cleaning coming at you. 24 drivers took to the starting grid here tonight, snatching that David Spears Design Pole Award is the man out front who has led a vast majority of tonight's race. Todd Gray slowly inching closer to leading the most laps here tonight. 24 drivers took to the starting grid. We have still got 21 out there on the track, but a little less on the lead lap. Looks to be about, I believe that's going to give us 20 drivers on the lead lap. The 17 of Mike DeWalt going to be listed as the final driver on the lead lap. It's still a long way to run here tonight. Let's make no bones about it. When these guys are on up to speed into green flag conditions, they're turning in lap times of sub 20 seconds. But still, over what's that going to be, about 75 laps or so? Still a very, very long way to go, especially at a short track as we get set to release the field once again, side by side into turns 3 and 4. We're going to get ready to drop the hammer, and away we go. Green flag flies as Abati fires off first. He's going to give back that top spot, but that is just how quick Gray has been on these restarts. You're going to have to try to time it, and the 45 misjudges it just a little bit, has to jump back out of the gas, and now side-by-side battle for second. It's going to be a short-lived battle for a second as we're going to drop that timing and scoring once again. Trouble near the mid-pack. The 40 of Torrey crossed up through 1 and 2. We stay green flag racing here on lap number 98. As we got great side-by-side action out there on the track, let's jump a little closer to the field. And Jess, maybe we've got word from walking around in happy hour, as it looks like handful of drivers going to have some trouble, but we're going to keep it facing the right direction and stay green flag racing. And there it is. Caution flag will fly. Caution and trouble on the track. Looks like Andrew McConville, Brian Tarnowski, Nicholas Wing, all going to be caught up involved in this latest incident. Excuse me. But as we were saying, race leader was once your championship leader, dominating opening performance to season number 7, first 3 races, all trips to victory lane for this PR Taco Palace and Margarita Bar Infinite Hero Pets for Paradise. Number 21, Chevy Camaro, Todd Cray with an amazing start. A little bit of missing in action. The situation over the course of the past few weeks, and Cousin Jess gonna get on him. We got word talking to Cray that Cousin Jess wasn't too happy and wanted to know where he was. And well, it may have lit a fire underneath that 21 that his competitors gonna have to try to find a way to fan out, because Cray, a hot Cray, is a Cray you don't want to deal with. Fastest driver in happy hour tonight walked away with the David Spears Design Pole Award. He's only got to lead 10 more laps to walk away with the most laps led here tonight as well. Only 2 more boxes to check, and Cray, I don't want to... This is where we get in trouble sometimes, right? I don't want to say he looks unbeatable tonight, but he looks unbeatable. I think Cray might have to have some trouble, or drivers may have to have a little bit of help from some untimely or timely cautions, depending on what side of the spectrum you're on. I think the field's going to need a little bit of help trying to manhandle this checkered flag out of the grasp of Cray. I mean, just absolutely stellar performance. And let's give some credit where credit is due. Behind the wheel of that 91 Ben Warden, Chevy Camaro, Patrick Coro. Quiet evening for Coro. Hasn't been involved in much of any situations out there on the track. Still a very clean number 91 machine. You can see a little bit of rear end damage. But Coro up 16 positions from where he started tonight's race, outside of the top 20. Patrick Coro now sits in the 8th position. How about the man who's starting right behind him? No Hood, still running good. And Health up 13 spots, now into the 10th position as we head back to the front for our latest restart. Out of 3 and 4, we roll on the gas, and green flag flies once again here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. The field all chasing after that 21, but nobody can have anything for him on the restart. Craig gonna lead them back into 3. Hot and heavy action as the we work our way up the turn 4, back across the stripe. Once again, Todd Craig gonna continue to lead. And a lot of movement out of the tail end of these machines. You see corner exit, one of the hot topics, if you will, is whoa, bit of a moment back in the field. Driver a little bit sideways coming out of the corner, almost on cue for us as we're going to drop that timing and scoring back to the left-hand side of your screen. Really corner exit, really getting to a lot of the drivers here tonight. The 8 of Kyle Munson, a little bit of a brush up with that outside wall. The 8 running well here tonight. Up 5 positions from where he qualified, so from 10th to 5th. Munson looking to have and cap off the night with a fine run. Lap 109 goes on the board. We are just a mere 60 laps away from the checkered flag flying here tonight at this 3/8 of a mile grassroots track in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and caution flag will fly once again. Caution on the track looks like the 15. The circle machine gonna have some problems. Let's go see what happened here with Jeremy Shear. Trouble in front of him. Shear gonna catch a piece of the action a little bit late. Matt Lovelly involved in this one. So a handful of guys caught up and involved. Let's take a look there. You can see the 40, the 7 to 61 contact between the 17 and the 15. It's 5-6 drivers all involved in this one as we go back to the front. New race leader once again as Todd Cray. It comes back to pit lane. Todd Cray back to pit lane for his second stop of the evening. Right here at lap 111, so we're fairly confident that Cray can make it to the end on fuel. We'll have to see if he keeps those tires on it. Gonna hand back the race lead to his Taco teammate, Clark Janikin, out front. Leading the race for the second time tonight, the mentality number 27 of Janikin gonna look to get off to a good restart. The 45 of Christian Abati right here having a phenomenal night as well. Started in 6th, has stayed inside of the top 5 except through our pit cycles. So I mean, really, I think it's all about the restart. I mean, I honestly think it's how good your reaction time is, how well you can get up through the gears, and really set yourself up for a great exit of turn number 2. I don't think it's about that entry to 1. I think it's really about how you carry yourself off of turn 2, especially on these restarts, to try to give yourself a little bit of an advantage heading down the backstretch, and then your corner entry to 3 going to be very crucial, very vital. You got to keep the car underneath you coming out the other side in turn 4. But yet again, another example of the cream rising to the top 2 positions on the racetrack. Previous race winners, Clark Janikin and Christian Abati, both looking for their 3rd win of the season. Northcutt and Munson back in row number 2 for the restart, looking for their 1st wins. How about Dave Gage? We all but wrote that 404 off about 60 laps ago. We didn't think this 404 was going to have a chance, and here he is. Lined up inside of row number 3 for the restart. Look for Gage to try to finish well here tonight. Back in the restart zone, all the gas and green flag flies. The Red Mist podcast number 45 of Labonte not getting a very good start, but going to close the door, slam it shut to the center of 1 and 2. Single file at the front as Gage goes side by side with Cody Schultz. That's going to be for that 5th position. Kyle Munson next on the list. Green flag racing off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. A little bit of a mix-up in the back. Let's check out the racing action back here. Lots of action all over the racetrack as we're going to head around the track. Some onboard cameras. Let's take a look at some of these drivers putting in work behind the wheel on board with the 40 of Tom Torrey. Good inside of his machine. How about we check out the 8 of Kyle Munson? There you can see Munson holding a pretty wheel as we cross the line. Lap number 118 goes on the board. A little further back through the field, a little bit of a rough go here tonight in the Wilkes County shootout. The number 13 of Joe Wormter has not had the lucky number here tonight. Trouble has plagued the 13 as he continues to try to work his way through the field. And we're going to find ourselves under caution once again. There's a handful of drivers caught up in this one. The 69 going to get involved. Matt Lobley, Patrick Coro, the 91 with problems. Let's go to the replay. Let's see how it went down. There's the 88 of Burlow to the high side. A little bit of contact with the outside wall, but all is good. Whoa, and Lobley kind of hit the curb and up the track. Nowhere to go. Oh, my. Patrick Coro involved in this one as well, I believe. Let's go back. No separate incident here. A little bit of a bump and run gone wrong. The front of the field, the 91 going to get spun around off of the nose on Todd Cray. So a lot going down here on lap number 118, bringing us under our 12th caution of the night. Ed Hauck involved, Andrew McConville, and Nick Burlow, and Matt Lobley all involved in our latest caution of the night. All 4 drivers to pit road. Less than 50 laps of racing remain here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. The mentality number 27 of Clark Janikin out front. Last to pit road back on lap number 65. So he's closing in on matching that mark, but still with just about 48 laps to go here tonight. Janikin, he may have painted himself into a box where he's not going to be able to come down pit road and give up that track position so late in the race with less than 50 to go. I mean, I want those tires, but I want the track position. I think if you give me the track position, I may be able to fend them off. I may be able to hold them off. But I don't know. See, easy decision here for Janikin, right? You're going to have a handful of drivers behind you that aren't willing to head to pit road, so you give yourself quite a bit of a buffer. You got to go all the way back to the 9th position before you find the first driver off of pit road, and that was the 21 of Todd Cray, who's got fresher tires now. So really, it's a guessing game. It's an educated guessing game, if you will. But with a lot of drivers willing to stay out throughout the course of tonight's race under our multiple caution plans, I'm willing to roll the dice. I'm liking the strategy here at the front by your top 2, Janikin and Abati, setting themselves up for what could be race-winning strategies. But make no bones about it, when you're as quick as Todd Cray, you may be able to find a way to get back to the front. We're going to see if Cray can do it. Pace car dunks in. We're back under green as we cross the line at lap 125. Who goes on the board? And we've seen the advantage by the control car all night long, getting out to that 2-3 car advantage heading into turns 3. And Janikin can be able to keep that top spot. We've got a handful of drivers falling off of the lead lap now. A handful of drivers are already back at the hauler. Nicholas Wing going to join Dylan Schultz, Josh McCoy, and Daniel Jensen listed down and out of tonight's race. Dave Gage looking for a way to find a podium position, but look out. Here we go. Caution flag will fly. Todd Cray was working his way back to the front already, back in 7th. As Patrick Coro and Andrew McConville going to have some problems. Let's go. Let's check out what happened, how it all went down. A little bit of a look on the 91 machine. There you can see Coro, some damage on the tail end. Contact between the 7 and the 69. 91's going to catch a piece of it. And just a victim of circumstance at this point. Tough break tonight for Patrick Coro as he's going to get caught up and involved in this one. Some okey doke action out there on the track as trying to fake the field out is Clark Janikin, Michael Overstreet, Matt Lovelly, Nick Burlow, and Zach Miller on pit road. So what do you think, Jess? You think Craig got what it takes to come regain that race lead? Much fresher tires, about, it's going to be close to 50 laps. Fresher tires. 45 if you want to really get technical, but 45 lap fresher tires than the guys in front of them. I'm liking his chances. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it one bit. Cray very quick. And with these quick cautions, it only plays into the hand of that 21 even more. On the restart is where the fresh tires really show up. That first lap or two, they're really going to be fired up, really gaining some positions, really got a lot of speed in them. So if we get a few more of these cautions, it just plays right into the hand of Todd Cray, who's going to be able to kind of, I don't want to say pick his punches, but he's going to be able to really slide up through the field with a decent amount of ease. We see it week in, week out. Fresh tires are king, especially in these Xfinity machines. They seem to burn the tires up just a little bit more to the nose cup rides. And Cray with a huge advantage. I gotta agree with you. I think he gets it done. Our pick out of tonight's race, the Nesquik number 6 was our pick. We kept it quiet, but Dylan Schultz, unfortunately, unable to continue here tonight as we go back. Green flag racing once again. Janikin gonna nail the lap ball. Across the line to go. Lap 133 goes on the board. Tom Craig gonna go by Cody Schultz for 6th. Tarnowski gonna pick up 11th. Mike DeWalt moving into 8th. A little bit of a stack up now as Todd Craig gonna gain a handful more positions. Let's take a look here to the inside of his Team Taco teammate. Engage brush with the outside wall. Cray moves to 4th. Good run tonight as well for the man behind the wheel of that 17T Vault Machine. Mike DeWalt with a fine run as caution flag will fly once again. Lap 135 as Matt Lovelly, Andrew McConville, and Hal all involved in this one. The latest caution flag will fly on lap 135. Setting us up for a 33-lap run to the end. Going to be right around 30 laps to go when we drop the green flag. We're going to step away for a brief commercial break. Pay some of the bills for the final time here tonight. So don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be back with all your green flag action right here live from North Wilkesboro Speedway.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And backtrack side as promised. No green flag action missed here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Under caution for the 14th time tonight in the Wilkes County shootout with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. If you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation, and remember to drop that thumbs up over there as we get set to fire off again on the gas, quick, and green flag flies from North Wilkesboro Speedway. The mentality number 27 of Clark Janikin. Gonna get a good jump on the restart. Not quite the jump that we've seen Connie be able to manage here tonight, as Todd already looking for second. Gonna dig down inside of that Red Mist podcast number 45 of Christian Avanti and move Gray to second. Here it is. We're going to have a battle amongst teammates, but first let's jump around the field just a little bit on the restart. Let's bring you some action near the mid-pack. Tom Torrey, a wounded warrior. No front flip, but still trying to limp his way to a fine finish. Lovely inside of the top 10. Torrey looking to get there. You can see Jeremy Shear, the OG Jeremy Shear, right there in that circle. Water, your way. Fast Ford Mustang, the 15, get across the stripe. Lap 144 on the board. And Shear grabs the final spot inside of the top 10. Has Derek Moore right behind him in that Amsoil number 16 machine. No front clip for Moore. Fast driver, your point series leader. But he's going to have some trouble, and he's going to be mired back in traffic. Meanwhile, back at the front, Todd Gray has not been able to get by Janikin just yet, with 25 to go, 24 when we cross the line. Things slowly stretching themselves out at the front of the field. Todd able to gain a ton through 3 and 4 this latest time around, but you can see him wiggling out of 4. He's going to give up about half of the time he gained for the trouble on the corner ends of turn number 4. Hot and heavy battle back around that 9th and 10th position. Let's go. Back to this battle, 9th, 10th on the racetrack. There you can see Derek Moore taking that 9th position away, moving the all-tail tweak at 61. And then Lobley back to the 10th position, still up 9 spots from where he qualified and started tonight's race. So a great run out of the 61 with some heavy front end damage. Still surprising to see him work his way around the track so well. As we cross the line this latest time by, we'll have 20 to go at Wilkesboro Speedway. close battle right in front of them. Let's go side by side with the 17 and the 404. Dave Gage going to make it work on the high side. I tell you what, we haven't had a chance to bring you this camera shot. Let's take a look off the tail end of this 404. A heavily damaged rear to his Camaro, and we're going to have more trouble. Caution flag will fly once again. Trouble on the track. Caution flag will fly for the 15th time here tonight with less than 20 laps to go. The 7 of Ed Hauck looks to be involved in this one. Andrew McConville also picking up some damage. Let's go back. Let's see the replay. Side by side, there you can see the 61 at the bottom of the racetrack. Deep into the corner and a slide around, and Coro going to catch a piece and head down pit road. Oh, and there's the hit from McConville. And with smoke boiling out the tailpipes, it looks like that may have put an end to the run tonight for that 7 of Ed Hauck. Had an amazing run going in the first half of tonight's race, but a little bit of a rough go as Hauck going to find himself relegated outside of the top 15 here tonight. Tough break for that 7 machine with 17 to go. Janikin in control, needs to continue to have a great restart. He's got much fresher tires going to start right beside him. I don't know, this may be the break that Cray needed. He needed one more position, struggled a little bit to reel Janikin in, but now they'll start even with, I believe it's going to be 14 laps to go. Oh man, this is going to, I got a twist. Could we see a hot and heavy battle amongst teammates for bragging rights go awry? We've seen it happen before. Will we see it happen again? Could the teammates potentially have trouble at the front, ending good nights for both of those drivers? Could happen. Let's not take that one off of the board just yet. It could happen. And another question is, we all know the broadcaster's curse and how that thing goes, but did we just speak that incident into existence? We're going to find out this time around. The field receives the one finger away from our good buddy up in the flag stand. The boss man in the flag stand, Josiah Millen, keeping these drivers straight on the restarts. Travis going to drop off of the pacetrack. Going to drop off of the racetrack. And that iRacing pace car in the field will go back under green flag conditions. Wait for it, on the gas quick, and green flag flies. Quick jump on the gas, but Todd Cray right there. And that is those fresh tires. Look at it right there. Cray just going to motor around the high side. Power move out of 2. Sliding up the track just a little bit is Janikin, but Cray will be credited with the lap led that time by, unable to fully clear Janikin just yet, but a big run off of 2. New race leader once again. Todd Cray going to cross him up and go to the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to throw Janikin off just a little bit. Northcutt going to use that to his advantage. Look to the inside for a moment for second. Big run by Abati, looking to get back to third. Crazy battle here between your top 4. Crazy battle for a spot inside of the top 5. Dave Gage right here with the Cody Schultz. There you can see the 15 of Jeremy Shear. Mike DeWalt in the mix as well. And how about Derek Moore? Less than 3 miles of racing action remaining here tonight for the Wilkes County Shootout for the SMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. Just 9 laps to go as we cross the line. Hornet's Nest right here at the back. Meanwhile, up at the front, not much to mention, not much to say. You can see it on the ticker over there on the left-hand side of your screen. Todd Cray out to over a half a second advantage. And those French tires definitely showing up now as Dave Gage fighting for his top 5 life. No bumper cover, no hood. The drivers behind him just as wounded as he is. Looks like the cleanest 2 machines in this pack of cars is that 15 and the 17. Bit of a moment there for Moore as he was super sideways out of the corner. And it looks like the 5, the Mustang, losing a little bit of ground. Dave Gage gonna blow the corner entry to 3. Gage gonna miss the corner entry of turn number 3, and that's gonna open up the door for the 5 once again. Oh, sideways out of turn number 2. Once again, the 404 of Dave Gage trying to hold on to the 5th position. Here comes the run by the 16, digging to the inside of Mike DeWald. Derek Moore looking for position, not able to get there. 5 laps to go. Front of the field calming down and stretching out. Todd Cray out to a half a second advantage. Clark Janikin into a comfortable second. Charles Northcutt going to maintain that 3rd spot. Half a second in front of Christian Abati. Then it's a 2.5 second deficit back to these drivers right here. Dave Gage leading this pack. Oh, and we got contact. And we got big time trouble. The 13 gonna pile in. He's gonna catch some of this. The 15 of Jeremy Shear involved. The 61 involved. Heavy contact late in the race, and this will put us under caution once again. 16th caution of the night, but we're gonna have ourselves a 2-lap shootout. That's right. Green-white checkered attempt number 1 coming at you in just a handful of moments. This could be it. This could be a 5th checkered flag performance for that 21 machine. It could be a back-to-back performance for Clark Janikin. Can the 27 get a good enough restart to hang with the 21 of Cray? And it's going to be a hard task. How about the 67? How hard is he willing to push the envelope here on the restart? He's going to start 2nd row inside lane, so a clear path into turn number 1. Does he dive it deep into the corner, trying to keep the 45 behind him, trying to take a position from the 27? Northcutt in a very good situation, a good position for this latest restart. Man, I tell you what, I don't want to be one of those guys on top of the pit box right now, because I mean, you've got all sorts of varying strategies. Todd Cray to pit road back on lap 110. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all to pit road right on lap 65, lap 66. You've got Derek Moore with some of the freshest tires in the field. Pit lane, lap 136. So definitely got grip. But does he have speed with a heavy damaged Amsoil number 16? No front clip. Will he have the downforce needed to slice his way through the field? With only 2 laps to go, it's going to be all take and no give as the field receives the 1 to go. Todd Cray will lead him back to the green flag. Cray's elected the high side for this latest restart. I'm telling you, this is going to get interesting. It's going to get good, and we get to watch it all unfold. Pace car in on the gas, and green flag flies. Great restart by Janikin on the bottom. Great restart, but unable to capitalize. Janikin going to lose touch, fall into the clutches of Abati. As Northcutt going to slide out of turn number 2. And we've got a quick caution flag going to fly once again. Nick Burlow going to get caught up in this latest one. The 88's going to have trouble on the restart, and we're going to go right back under yellow flag conditions for what will be our second and final attempt at a green-white checkered finish. There's only one more box to check. Todd Cray has just got to walk away with the checkered flag, and he will have run the table tonight. Max point night, and coming into tonight's race, sitting 10th in the points, 43 points back, the most wins on the season. Cray looking to drop his name right back into that championship talk. There's going to definitely be some movement inside of the top 5. Clark Janikin going to pick up quite a bit of points, leading some laps here tonight. Came into tonight's race sitting just 18 points out of that overall points lead. Christian Abati came into tonight's race just 3 points back. So with Abati running in 3rd and more back in 8th, that is definitely enough to gain him the points needed to move into 1st. So it looks like we're going to have a new championship leader when we hit the track next week. Man, I'm telling you, people want to say that Chase made things interesting, and it just keeps the fans more involved, more towards the end of the season, with the opportunities that drivers face to continue on in their championship run. But I don't think things get much better than this. I mean, coming down to the wire here, if Craig can walk away with this race win and at least one more, I mean, he's going to be right there. And we're heading to some tricky tracks over the course of these next 3 weeks as well. We're going to hit Nashville Super Speedway on the 17th, Rockingham on the 24th, and finish things off down in beautiful sunny Homestead, Miami on August 7th. Mark it down on your calendar if you haven't already. Championship night, 120 laps at Homestead, Miami Speedway. And we still got a championship. It's pretty wide open. So we're going to see how it all unfolds, how it all works itself out. And here we go back into turn number 3. Final green-white checkered attempt. Pace car ducks in on the gas, and away we go. Green flag flies. Spin of the tires by Janikin on the inside. Northcutt goes straight to the top, looking for second. High side move. Or move out of turn number 2, and Northcutt looks for second. Todd Cray through 3 and 4. One more time around the track. White flag flies. Final lap in the Wilkes County shootout. Right here from north of Wilkesboro Speedway. Todd Cray stepping away, half a second advantage. Battle is for second and third. Janikin loose on the bottom. He's going to give up second. Now have to defend the top to keep third. Todd Cray will come out of 4 and walk away with the race win. Close battle for second and third, and it's going to go to Northcutt. Northcutt going to steal second away, and Janikin will finish out the podium here tonight. But how about the return to the track for this man right here? Doesn't get much better than this. Behind the wheel with them pink gloves, loving every minute of it. He's going to get to the front stretch, and he's going to burn it down. What a run here tonight for the BR Tacos Palace and Margarita Bar Pits for Paradise. Infinite Hero Monster Energy number 21 Chevy Camaro. Todd Cray going to walk away with his 5th win on the season. Man, what a performance. Going to give the fans in the stands a little bit of a smoke show with his post-race celebrations. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back after this brief commercial break with your post-race interviews right here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. In back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's Wilkes County Shootout, right here from beautiful sunny North Wilkesboro Speedway in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. We're going to dive right into this thing, and let's see if we can have a few words with the man that walked away with the final spot on the podium here tonight. Let's see if we can't dial up our good buddy behind the wheel of that 27 Toyota Supra. Clark, it's Dave. You got us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, a heck of a race, a heck of a finish for you. I know it's not necessarily where you wanted to finish, but still, dominating performance here tonight to some aspect. Over 60 laps led here tonight. Only your teammate led more. How pleased are you with the run?
I'm pretty happy with it, man. I'm terrible at short tracks and road courses, so to lead laps and get third here, that was awesome, man. I burnt my stuff up, all those restarts, just trying so hard to push. And when you got the best in the business and Todd Cray behind you with fresher tires, you stand no chance. So I appreciate him running me clean. North Cut, he did a great job hanging back and saving his stuff, unlike me. I'm the big idiot here, and he made a move on that late restart, and he ran me clean too, so I really appreciate that. That was a blast, man. I'll take third.
Well, Clark, he came into tonight's race sitting third in the overall points championship, just 18 points out of that top spot. Points leader Derek Moore going to have a little bit of trouble, finish a little bit further back in the field outside of the top 10. So it looks like you're going to gain enough to leapfrog him in the standings. And it's going to be a close battle here coming to these final 3 weeks. We've got, I believe it's going to be Rockingham. I know Homestead is the championship, and we're drawing a blank on the other one. But with just 3 races left, what odds do you give yourself at that season hardware?
I don't know, man. I missed the first race and the third race. I don't know. I missed 2 this year, so the fact that I'm even up here is it's awesome. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm just out here having fun and running with one of my buddies, and that's really all it comes down to. I'm just trying to find the drive for this game again, and points be damned. I just want to win and have some fun battles out here.
Well, man, you're giving it one. Well, if we're allowed to say it, you're giving it one hell of a go out there this season, and we look forward to trying to catch up with you over the course of the next 3 weeks. Maybe we'll talk at the end of things at Homestead, but we'll let the chips fall where they may. But before we let you go here tonight from North Wilkesboro, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
I appreciate you broadcasting, all the admins here, all the guys at TTB. They do an amazing job at making this fun, man. Sometimes it's hard, but it's never a dull moment in that channel. We laugh. We have a great time. Appreciate Mentality, PPM, Doug Denise, Blaine Sparling of RSD, and anybody else who helps this thing happen and helps me get a little bit better and enjoy this thing a little bit more.
All right. Well, again, Clark, congratulations on the podium finish. We'll see if we can't catch up with again before season's end. But until then, as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Appreciate it.
All right, there you go. Final few words for the man departing the track here tonight with the final spot on the podium. Clark Janikin will walk away with third here tonight. Unfortunately, the man walking away with second, Charles Northcutt, behind the wheel of that Eagles-sponsored number 67 Fast Ford Mustang. We're hearing word. Getting a few IVs down there in the infield care center, so a little under the weather here tonight, but hopefully a podium performance will set his spirits in the right direction. We wish Northcutt the best and fast recovery. We'll see if we can't catch up with him trackside next week. So we're going to mosey right along. We're going to keep this thing a-going, and we're going to go see if we can't talk to the man that was talked to over the weekend, walking away with his 5th win on the season with his return to the track. Todd, man, how do you do it?
Short tracks, baby. That's where I come from, and just got love for short tracks, and yeah, it's a pretty cool race. The cautions definitely made it interesting. Working there with Clark and my teammate there was fun, and said, you know what, at some point there I split us up and went to the back, and man, that was fun.
Well, man, it's a common theme with you here, Todd. When you seem to have the speed, you seem to check every daggone box there is out there to check. I mean, walking the dog tonight, fastest lap, most laps led, pole position, checkered flag. I mean, you're racking up the points. And coming into tonight's race, 43 points back after being the points leader for the majority of the season. How do you shape things up over the next 3 weeks? We're going to have a couple of short tracks mixed in with the championship night at Homestead. If you had to put a stock in it right now, where would you rate yourself? Do you think you'll be lifting that season hardware again at the end of this year?
It's tough to say here. I mean, I've definitely over the last couple of weeks, I've had a lot of stuff going on. I had some missed races here, which never helps. But I haven't really looked at the schedule, so I guess if I look at the schedule and check out some tracks, and depending on who has some good luck, who you never know what's going to happen. But 40 points out, it's not a really good position. But we just come in, race every week. racing for the wins. That's how it's been since the beginning of the season. Normally that gets you to the championship, but you got to put it all together. And I haven't been able to do that this season, but we come out, we're having a good time, a lot of good racing here tonight, and the shorter the tracks, the better for Todd Gray. So hopefully we have a few more.
Well, always a great night when we get to catch up with you, and usually it's because you've had a great night out there on the track, picking up, as we've already mentioned, your 5th checkered flag of the season, continuing the historic run. We'll see if you can't wrap things up this year with a championship, but we've got a couple races to go, so before we let you go here tonight, would you like to give any final shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Of course, Hauck Designs for putting on the series, and everybody at ASMR. It's a real fun league. Turn 3 Racing Network. Cousin Jess, we hung out on a Saturday night. She was making sure I was getting ready for tonight's race. So there was a lot on me tonight. This afternoon I got the text, and I actually got on and did some practicing because the crew chief called it. So so her and Trixie are big fans. Appreciate you guys putting on the show, admin box. That's about it, man. Just feels good to be back behind the wheel again, and see if we can close out with we can get some wins here at the end and see where it all shakes out. And Clark, my man, great teammate, fun race with him all night. He had some better tires on us there, and then I got some better tires on him, but he was really fast there almost at the end. So great race for him, man. Dave too. Dave hung in there, coming back from laps down. So Team Taco was in the house. About it, buddy.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna have ourselves a salsa bar at the end of this thing if you you walk away with another win or two.
We gotta head down to Orlando.
I mean, let's do it. I'm only about 10 hours away. I mean, you're about 14, right. I believe, but
yeah.
You know,
got the Amtrak right around the corner though. I could be there.
I think I may be like right in the midway point of you guys. So just holla at me when you're coming through.
All right, you got it, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, Todd, again, always a pleasure. Take care and stay safe. Keep it fast.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Good night.
All right, there you go. Final words for the man in victory lane, walking away with his 5th win on the year. Todd Gray finishes with the top spot yet again here from North Wilkesboro Speedway. What a run. What a night here from North Wilkesboro Speedway in the Wilkes County Shootout, and with producers hitting those buttons in the background, it's time to run down tonight's unofficial race results. Walking away with the top spot once again for the 5th time this season behind the wheel of that PR Taco Palace number 21 machine, Todd Gray captures the checkered flag. Charles Northcutt going to come home in second with Clark Janikin. Rounding out your podium drivers, the 45 Red Mist podcast machine of Christian Abati will take 4th. Kyle Munson finishes out your top 5. Cody Schultz going to slide home in 6th with Michael Overstreet. Parking 39, home in 7th. 8th place belongs to Patrick Coro. Brian Tarnowski back in 9th. In the 404 of Dave Gage, going to recover well here tonight. Multiple laps down at one point, but Gage will finish with a top 10. Nick Burlow going to sneak his way into 11th with Andrew McConville finishing right behind him in 12th. 13th place here tonight. Front runner Derek Moore with late race trouble. No front clip of the 16. Will finish in 13th. Joe Wormter back in 14th with Matt Lobley coming home in 15th. 16th tonight belongs to the 17 DeWalt machine of Mike DeWalt. OG Jeremy Shear comes home in 17th while Ed Hauck slides home in 18th. 19th tonight from North Wilkesboro belongs to Tim Torrey, Zach Miller in 20th. Nicholas Wing, Dylan Schultz, Josh McCoy, and Daniel Jensen round out the 24-car field here tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway. So with that being said, we're going to begin to cut off the lights and roll up the cords and get ready for next week's action. But first, before we go, if you haven't already, show these drivers some love and appreciation. And as always, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, David the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by. With that being said, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.